Hey there, it's Jean with Luma University, and in this video, I wanted to talk to you really briefly about how professional photographers get perfectly accurate color from their photos every single time, and it has to do all with this little guy right here. Now, this is the Color Checker Passport. They make all sorts of different types of them, but it's a folio that has white card, gray card, which you white balance to, and it also has the color calibration chart. Now, this calibration chart is how you basically make sure that your cameras all have the same colors. Now, I have to be completely honest real quick as a caveat before I continue on. The vast majority of my work, I no longer use the calibration chart anymore. I actually use Capture One, and the software that Capture One has built, the way that they process the raw files from your cameras is incredible. They do a seriously incredible job of creating color accurate renders, but also aesthetically pleasing renders. And so for the most part, I haven't used an actual color calibration chart for over a year. But if you're shooting in Lightroom, or if you're shooting a campaign with multiple cameras and you need the cameras to look all exactly the same color, then that is when you would use a color checker chart. So I'm going to talk about it right now and exactly how it works. So most of you watching my channel should be familiar with getting accurate white balance. If you're not, just as a quick reminder, white balance is balancing the shift in hue from the color Kelvin temperature scale of your lights in your scene. And every time you have a setup built, it's good to take a picture of the color calibration chart and neutralize to the gray card. Now, I don't know a ton about this, but when I talked to the guys at Capture One at Imaging USA, Sebastian mentioned to me that the gray card is actually what you want to sample your white balance to, because it sets the neutralization point for the tone curve of the entire image. Now, 18% gray isn't just about your color temperature, but it also sets a standard for the actual exposure level. So if you've ever used a light meter, which I personally don't use in my work, maybe eventually I'll get one just to explain things. But in general, when you meter your light to your camera's exposure, it's trying to get you to that 18% gray color chip here. And that's because that's the technically perfect exposure for that chip. So if you get that chip looking the correct exposure in camera, then you know you have calibrated exposure tone. Now, of course, exposure throughout your scene is going to change from the inverse square law and all this stuff. So I typically don't worry about it as long as I'm working on a calibrated monitor. I know it looks good. And that's something very important to mention with this is you should calibrate your monitor as well. I use the Calibrite HL3 Pro or something like that, or HL Pro. It's a color calibration, monitor calibration device that you use with their software, and it just integrates really well with their whole Calibrite system. So we've talked about neutralizing white balance and getting your exposure accurate. Accurate exposure is really subjective. It's just a way to get a baseline. I think most of the time we're not working with accurate exposure. But now I want to talk about the actual color calibration chart up here. So the calibration chart is a set of standardized shades of color that you capture with your camera, and then you analyze it through software. Again, Calibrite makes this software to create a camera profile that you use to render your raw images. Now, this needs to be done once the set is completed, and for every camera that you have on set to make sure that they are calibrated accurately if you have multiple cameras. Because sometimes individual lenses create different tints and shades. So even if you're shooting the same set with the same camera, if the lens is different, it might be rendered slightly differently as well. And especially if you're crossing different camera brands or camera bodies and systems, this becomes really important because it calibrates the actual colors to a standardized set of colors that Calibrite has created with this chart. So that's what the color checker calibration chart is for. It's to calibrate the camera. So combining that with calibrating your monitor, like I said, make sure that your color is completely accurate. Now, accurate color doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to look great. It just means that it's going to be accurate. So you know that your starting point is correct. So if you're shooting a commercial product and they have a very specific tone of colors that they need to show and represent, then you need to probably use one of these to make sure that everything is accurate, or at least get a picture of it in the set that you're shooting so that later on, if you need to, you can double check what accurate color and exposure should look like. So that's really about it. All that to say is it's good to know what this does, it's good to know how it works, and it's good to know why it exists. But in real world terms, 99% of the time, I'm just sampling the gray card here with my raw image, and I'm processing it through Capture One. Again, before I used Capture One, I had my own color profile created. So if you're in Lightroom or something like that, I recommend creating your own custom profiles and using those in your editing as a baseline. But because of the way I work, I just make sure my color accuracy is balanced to this and I'm good to go. And then from there, I know my baseline and can make my tweaks as needed. But that's really all there is to it. If you learned something, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 1,500 more hours of watch time because I want to get YouTube monetized. So if you're keen and you want to continue learning more, I would love if you would check out my catalog of videos. YouTube's going to put a recommendation right here as well for you to check out. Of course, you can go to lumauniversity.com to see what kind of training and tutorials I have and workshops I have coming up if you want to. But other than that, that's all I have for you today. Go get those accurate colors and I'll see you in the next one.